Hello and welcome to our brand new show. We're here to talk about some of the fun things happening this week here in Solihull. My name is Claire Bullivant from the Solihull Observer. We've got Geoff O'Brien from Solihull Radio and Ian Rogers, who runs What's On Solihull, here in the studio. Guys, introduce yourselves.
Well, thank you very much, Claire. Exactly as Claire said, thank you very much for downloading this podcast. This is our weekly podcast as us working as a team. So we have the Solihull Observer, we have What's On Solihull, and of course we have Solihull Radio. Podcasting the information for your local area weekly, having a chat, and if you would like to add any events into this weekly podcast, why don't you get in touch? All of the contact details will be on the websites, and Claire and Ian will go through those with you. Ian, how have you been this week?
Absolutely splendid, thank you very much.
There you go.
Splendid is my new word.
You're always splendid. And do you know what I want to say? Ian, you probably are the most famous person in Solihull without being famous. Just walking through. No.
Yes.
It wasn't meant to be. But just walking through town with you the other day. How many people do you know in this town? You know everybody.
It's quite extensive. I have been working in the town for 30 years now, so it's a face that's been recognised, hopefully for good reasons.
Absolutely good reasons.
Hopefully so.
And why did you come up with this idea?
So I think really what we needed was a positive vehicle, because there is lots going on in Solihull. We needed a positive platform for people to be able to shout about the events that they've got going on, be it in bars, restaurants, the street food markets, exhibitions taking place, lots of shows going on in the theatres, and loads of special events throughout the town. And we needed a platform that just shouts about positive news from the town and tries to really encourage people into the town and kind of bring back a bit of life and vibrancy.
Absolutely. And so it's just the perfect synergy, isn't it? Us three
hopefully
in a
room.
100%.
Hopefully it works.
Once a week we need to be in this room talking about what's going on.
Yeah, and the most important thing is you guys, the listeners. So please do get in touch with us. If you have any events you'd like included, you can contact us at the Solihull Observer number, which is 0121 270 2291, or email us or find us on social media. The Facebook is called What's On Solihull, right?
Correct, yeah.
Perfect. So let's make a start, shall we? Starting off on Friday, the 29th of March, we've got an 80s night with DJ Jeff Peters at the Slug and Lettuce in Solihull, kicking off at 9 p.m. until 2 p.m. This is one of your picks, Ian. What's this all about?
Yeah, I mean, the 80s night has been going for, it must be, like 10 years, maybe more. It's become a bit of a synonymous night within the town. I was actually the DJ that launched it at the Slug and Lettuce. Yeah, so I probably did it for about 7 years, but it's a great night, playing all 80s tracks. A lot of them sort of not the obvious ones to start off with, but then building into that kind of 80s party. And Jeff's took over the mantle for running that, and it really is a great night.
You can't beat an 80s night.
No, you can't.
You can't. Do people dress up?
Not so much, really.
They're missing a trick.
Yeah.
Well, I'd be there in my leg warmers. In fact, I might start that trend.
Maybe we need to add that for this year. That'll work.
And DJ Jeff Peters, he's a bit of a legend, isn't he?
He is, yeah. He's from a rival radio station.
Let's keep it quite low-key on that point, shall we?
Okay, yeah.
No.
He works on Talk Radio. He does a lot of the different sports. He's a massive kind of advocate of Leicester City Football Club.
Right.
So, and he's a great DJ. He's very interactive with the crowd.
Brilliant.
So that's this Friday, 9 p.m. until 2 a.m. Also on Friday, we've got March, Rudi and the Revolvers, apparently. They'll be performing at the Mason's Arms in Solihull. I haven't actually been to this pub. What's this pub like? Do either of you guys know this pub?
Mason's on the top corner. Generally a very nice place to go. Great music.
Well,
Great vibe.
I looked up the band, and I did actually see the band a couple of years ago. They were performing at the Custard Factory in Birmingham, and they're incredible. The lead singer's amazing, and I seem to remember they did an incredible version of Tainted Love, which is one of my favourite songs. So if you go to that this Friday night at the Mason's Arms, do send us your reviews as well, because we really like them, and they help us. A lot of these bands come again and again, don't they? So it helps us for next time if we're reviewing them.
Cool.
Also on Friday, Starman, the story of David Bowie, is on at the Core Theatre. All the hits from Rebel Rebel to China Girl, Let's Dance to Young Americans. Gosh, he had so many amazing hits, didn't he?
More than you ever realise.
Now, I can tell you a little bit about this act, because the guy who fronts this act is a guy, Michael King, and he's actually an amazing vocalist. I've done a bit of work with him in the past as well, on a Billy Fury tribute act, and he's also done an Elvis show as well. And when he brings the Bowie show to town, you know he's having a good time, because he absolutely loves the Bowie show.
And when you say he was doing a bit of work, with him? In what context?
I used, in a previous life, I used to be a professional musician, and I did a bit of drumming. I was on drums for him for a bit.
You learn something every
Impressive.
day.
Pass him our pens. Let's see how good he is.
Yeah. No problems. But yeah, it'll be a great show. He's got some great visuals. The projections are amazing. You know a Bowie show. It is all about the visual. It's all about the interaction and feeling what's going on with that. And Mike really brings that in his portrayal of Bowie.
I read the reviews online and it says he's incredible. So yeah, I'm going to be there. I can't wait.
No, great show.
And we want you to be there. The box office number is 0121 704 6962, or just go to the Court Theatre website, and that's this Friday evening. And it's a busy night on Friday. It doesn't stop there. We have the acoustic artist Alex Norman performing from 9 p.m. at the Farm in Monk's Path. What is the Farm? You can tell I'm not actually originally from Solihull because I don't know any of these places. I'm going to be learning, aren't I?
We're going to have to do a venue crawl, I feel,
I think so.
to check this out. The Farm, is that's the one on the Monk's Path?
On the Monk's Path Estate Farm.
Yeah.
It's owned by the lovely Pubs Group, the same guys that own the Boot Inn in Lapworth, the Orange Tree, the Moat House in Ulster.
Oh, right.
So great operators, really nice venue. And then the live music actually used to be on the last Thursday of every month, and they've changed it this year to be on the last Friday of every month. Payday weekend, get everyone down.
Yeah.
Going to be great.
Just before we move on, if you're ever at one of those venues during the day, you are actually allowed to take your dog in.
Oh, how nice. I love
so
that.
if you're out walking the dog and you're out and about in those venues, you can take the dog in, have some food, and they don't mind at all.
What a great idea. And I did check out Alex online, and he's great. He's a really talented guy, originally from Coventry, apparently, and he seems to do lots for charity, so we like that. Good on you, Alex. Also, moving on Friday night too, we have Splendid Fridays, DJ Carl Sherry, opening until 4 a.m. at Walkabout. 4 a.m, guys. Even when I was 20, I couldn't stay up until 4 a.m. at these things. But it still goes on.
Yeah, Kyle Sheriff, that's his name.
Oh, Sheriff.
Yeah, that'd be
okay.
Is like the town sheriff, and we've got a guest DJ there this week, which is a guy called Restless, and he does a throwback R&B kind of mix, so thinking like the early 2000s when you had Next and those sort of things on. Really good feel. And yeah, Walkabout probably about a month ago added their 4 a.m. opening to kind of establish themselves as the late night venue in town. So as when other venues are finishing at 2 o'clock, you've got somewhere to head to if you can manage to stay awake that long.
And is it still like rocking at 4 a.m?
It gets busier the more the night goes on.
Seriously? Wow. Yeah. Amazing. Well, I won't see you there, but who knows? If you go, let us know what you think.
Get in touch if you would. That would be fantastic. Let us know what it's like between 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning.
Send us a video clip. Yeah. And we might just put you on our social media.
That's it. We'll get that.
Moving on to Saturday, the 30th of March, we have acoustic sessions with Alex Harry happening at Isabella's. Oh, Isabella's, is it?
Isabella's.
In Solihull on Saturday night. If you haven't been to Isabella's yet, you need to check it out. It has high-end food, gorgeous cocktails, and a really great atmosphere, apparently. I can't wait to go. And it's great that they're also getting live music in the house. It just makes an evening so much more special, doesn't it? When there's a live band or even an acoustic guitarist or something. It
creates a nice ambience, and it progresses the night from people that have been in there dining or they're having cocktails at the bar. It kind of starts moving the night forward. The Sunday dinner as well, by the way, the Sunday roast. Highly recommended.
Oh, I've got to try it out. I keep hearing amazing things about this place, so definitely. And talking of live music on Saturday night, the Solihull Choral Society have a concert happening at Alton Friary at 7:30 p.m. on Saturday night too. They told us it's a concert of music for brass, organ and the choir, featuring Rutter's Gloria, Chilcott's Jubilate, and an exciting new Detail by the Latvian composer. All right, I'm just going to murder all these words, aren't I? So if you know what it is, check out the website. It'll all be on there. But it's going to be some pretty highbrow live music. So we don't just cover all the popular stuff. We are going to cover for,
the classical stuff is absolutely. And also, moving forward, I'd really like to see some of the writers get in touch with us here and let us know if there's any poetry readings or any sort of book clubs or anything that people can go along to, any events and things in our local area. This is the place that you need to find out a little bit about them. On the Alton Friary event, absolutely lovely venue, an amazing acoustic I was married in Alton Friary.
It's an old friary.
It is an old friary,
wow.
a massive space, and that would be a very, sort of very in a venue that you'll get a lot from. It's an amazing
Well, the
space.
Solihull Choral Society, they're incredible. They put on some amazing events. Their website is solihullchoral.org.uk if you want to check out those. But we do hope to see you there on Saturday at the Alton Friary. Also, for those of you who want to laugh on Saturday night, we've got some great comedy happening in town in the form of Sindhu v. Sandhog. She was a nominee for the Edinburgh Comedy Best Newcomer Award, and you may have seen her on BBC's QI or Have I Got News for You? And she was also on Alan Davis's As Yet Untitled. I actually know her from the BBC Radio 4's Comedy of the Week podcast. She's the host, and she's absolutely brilliant on that. She's now here in Solihull at the Core Theatre on Saturday night. Box office number is 0121 704 6962 if you fancy going to that.
Pretty cool.
Sounds great.
Yeah. Also on Saturday, gosh, we have got so much going on. Have we any Madonna fans in the house? Ian, you look like a bit of a Madonna fan.
I was going to say...
Was it the bra that gave it away?
It was exactly the same thing.
Well, we've got a tribute night that's been sent to us at the Knoll British Legion on Saturday evening.
Fantastic venue.
This is the UK's #1 Madonna tribute act, voted by the Agents Association at the National Tribute Awards. So you know it's going to be good when the actual agents are voting for it and they won the award. And you can spring back to the 80s, 90s and noughties, dancing your night away with fantastic hits like a Prayer and Like a Virgin. Doors open at 7 p.m, adults are £7, and you can even bring your children under 13 are only £4. That sounds like a good night for the whole family.
Just before we move on from that, Ken, you've done an amazing job there, because Ken is the chair at Knoll British Legion, and I know Ken quite well. So well done, Ken. That's a good signing. Good work.
Well done. You can also get your tickets from tributenightpromotions.co.uk. Moving on to Sunday the 31st of March, and for all the beautiful mummies out there, it's Mother's Day, so you should just be being treated by your nearest and dearest. But if you're not, while you have a nice relaxing morning in bed, send those kids and that partner of yours out to go and do a bit for society at the Great British Spring Clean Litter Pick at Elmdon Park. This is part of the national initiative for Keep Britain Tidy, where litter pickers and bin bags will be provided, and all you need to do is meet at the playgrounds and all will be explained. You can find all the details on keepbritaintidy.org, and the postcode for your sat-nav in the car is B929EY, and it starts at 9 a.m. on the Sunday morning. Do you think you'll be there, either of you?
Probably not that
9 a.m, did you
time,
say?
9 a.m.
Let me know how it is.
There are 2 9s in a day.
But what a nice thing to do for your community.
Absolutely. Brilliant work.
You'll feel great about yourself all weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, it's that time of year where we all start looking at our gardens and thinking a nice shrub might look nice there, or a nice plant or something. And where better to go than the plant fair at Middleton Hall in Tamworth on Sunday. There'll be 24 nurseries and various artisans. For all the details, go to planthuntersfairs.co.uk. Are either of you two into gardening?
A little bit. I'm, if the weather's good, I'll get out there. If the weather's not good, I'll wait for another day.
I'm so into gardening that I live in an apartment.
Me too.
Oh, so it's just me then.
I want to be into gardening. Then in the evening, maybe you have a mum or a grandma who loves the 60s. If so, how about taking them as a Mother's Day treat to the Swinging 60s show at the Core Theatre on Mother's Day? That's Sunday, the 31st of March. It's all from the magical sounds of American soul and its fantastic girl groups to the British invasion of the Beatles, Kinks and Rolling Stones, they tell us. It's an incredible show, and you see everything, the iconic fashions, the pop culture. Apparently it's amazing. Either of you two fancy that?
I wouldn't say no to that. That would be a great evening.
Yeah, I like 60s.
Yeah.
I love 60s music.
Yeah. Brilliant.
There's 2 groups. So there's one group called Heat Waves, which is the girls doing the Motown songs, and then there's another group called the 360s. So I think there'll be 2 different groups on the night, and they'll be doing the sort of more psychedelic stuff. So it sounds great.
Great show.
Very cool. Then on April the 1st, Ian's actually giving out free kisses all day as an event.
Yeah.
That's not going to be the longest queue, is it?
That's a little joke. That's my little April Fool's joke for you. But we haven't actually had anything submitted to us for April Fools.
Would we have believed it if we did?
Exactly. Maybe we didn't believe it.
Yeah,
but on Tuesday, the 2nd of April, we have 2 more British Spring Clean litter picks. I'm just going to mention them because the council have asked us to, and we do want to get in with the council, don't
Absolutely,
we?
yeah. Keep that coming.
Events.
Yep.
One is at the Damson Pub, Rowood, starting at 9:30 in the morning. And the other one is at the Tudor Grange Park, starting at 11 a.m. in the morning. Just turn up, wear something warm and comfortable, and you'll be given bags and little litter pickers and things, so you'll be totally equipped out and you'll be a hero for keeping Britain tidy.
Helping keep the town sparkly. I like it.
Yeah, good call.
Then that's our events of the week that we've decided to publish. I'm used to writing in the papers.
No, that's okay. Or we can talk about that.
But we have got 2 events that we'd like to tell you about. One is on Sunday, the 7th of April, and is the fusion of music and dance at the Symphony Hall in Birmingham. It's all in support of Sepsis UK and Sukis Canine Rescue Crew. There'll be over 300 performers, all organised by our very own DMS school here in Knoll, plus dance, choirs and celebrity guests. And you know the organiser of this, don't you, very well, Geoff?
Absolutely, because on a Sunday, if you've ever tuned into Solihull Radio Sunday afternoon, we have Sunday sessions, and of course the amazing presenter that leads Sunday sessions is Lee Perry. She's taken a few Sundays off because she's been rehearsing a great deal for this show. Every 2 years she runs this show at the Symphony Hall, and every 2 years it gets bigger, more elaborate. She gets more famous acts to come and perform, and it just takes over her life on the run-up. So she's been working really hard on this show.
Yeah, definitely. I was in there in the music school on Sunday as I'm kind of trying to learn the piano. Not very good at the moment, but all in time. We'll see. Maybe I'll be on one of the listings one day.
No, well, you'll be on there.
It's not going to happen fast, but a lot of the performers were there. There's some of the chorus were there.
Yep.
Loads of there's lots of pianists there. Some of the lead singers, some of the guest singers.
So they were in the school practicing for the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never seen so many people crammed into one room, but the sound, it was amazing. I think she'd invited me along a little bit earlier to see the auditions. It kind of hooked me and thought, I've got to see this show. It's impressive.
It sounds a great show. And, of course, Solihull Radio will be there in the foyer as well, so you can all come and see us on the day, which is...
It's on April the 7th, and performers are going to include, let me just mention some of them, Motown legend Angelo Starr, multi-award-winning band Soul Kinda Wonderful, The Voices' Dave Barnes, he's incredible, opera star Faith Tucker, BBC One's Let It Shine, Carl James Passmore, Jake Maddox, Birmingham's own rock legend Bev Bevan, plus many, many more amazing performers. Get your tickets on dmsfusionlive.com, and they've been very kind to us and given us a pair of tickets to give away for this incredible show to you, our listeners. And for your chance of winning, all you have to do is email the answer to this question. How many performers will there be at the fusion of music and dance? Is it A, 3, B, 30, or C, 300? So this is a bit of a test to see if you were just listening to us, but email your answers to me, claire.bullivant@bullivantmedia.com. All of it will be on our Facebook page as well, so we'll give you all the details there. But good luck, and we'll be there to meet you in the foyer and have a great night with you. We can't wait.
That's right. And just before we move on, I also know that Nikki Evans is going to sing a song there as well.
Yes, she is, yeah.
So that'll be an amazing performance.
Amazing. And then finally, Friday the 12th of April, get your tickets now. The Beatles Revolution are going to be on at Hogarth's in Solihull. This is a dinner, a live show and dancing until 1 a.m. And we're telling you now, because it's going to sell out, I'm sure. These events are really, really popular. The Beatles Revolution are a copy conform to the original Beatles, using original 60s Vox amplifiers, original guitars and all the costumes as worn by the Fab Four. It's going to be a fantastic night in a fantastic venue. Booking is on 01564 779988 or through the websites hogarths.co.uk, and that's on Friday the 12th of April. So that's our rundown of events. Anything else have we got?
Just before we go, this Friday, and this is a Solihull Radio exclusive, I am going on a ghost hunt.
Oh, amazing.
With Birmingham Ghost Hunters UK. I start 8 o'clock in the evening, it finishes at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm taking all of our recording equipment from the studio. And if the ladies, Sam and Claire, who run Birmingham Ghost Hunters UK, they've invited us along to basically do the recordings and see what happens. There's about 20 people have bought tickets, and I'm going along as well. And we'll see what happens.
Whereabouts is it?
We're going to a place called The Village. The Village is in Mansfield, so a little bit further north of Birmingham. But apparently, and I've read some reviews of The Village, there has been in the past some activity that has been recorded. So I'm going to go and try and record it on Friday evening.
And will your equipment pick up, or is it? Because don't they have special ghost equipment?
We've got some special recording equipment here that we use at the studio anyway, and our video cameras are equipped with infrared, so we can see in the dark as well. So if anything does come, check our website, solihullradio.com, and you'll be able to see some of the evidence that I might be able to pick up between 8 o'clock and 3 o'clock on Friday night, Saturday morning.
Are you nervous?
No, not at all.
I've learnt so much about Geoff today. So he's brave. He's not scared of ghosts. He can play musical instruments and used to drum in bands. This is amazing.
Yeah.
What? This is just revolutionary.
Anyway, that concludes our roundup of events to see and do this week in town. If you have an event that you'd like included, please do get in touch with us. Email us your event details or give us a call and let us help you publicise it to all the readers of the Solihull Observer, listeners of Solihull Radio, and views on social media on What's on Solihull. Thank you so much for listening and have a great week.
Thank you.
Bye.